Alrighty. That sounds weird. Anyway, welcome back. We're hopping back in here. I'm checking volume, seeing what we got going on. Um, there is one thing I would actually like to test, so I'm going to stop talking for just a moment and check something real quick. Oh, that's right, because the audio is still coming out of my laptop, I won't be able to hear if this is actually playing or not. I was going to see if I could actually play music in the background, but I won't be able to hear it. So it could actually be playing right now, I don't know. let's just not do that for right now. I'll mess with that some other time. Alrighty, so here we go. Check it out. Let's get some volume in the headset so I can hear. Sweet. And as the title says, we're doing some permadeath nightmare action. It has been a while. I was looking through YouTube stuff today. I've been trying to like mess around with both the channels, like YouTube and Twitch, just trying to get some things set up for myself that I should have done like years ago, but whatever. Here we are. And saw the old Permadeath challenge series that I absolutely got wrecked on there at the end. I think we actually need to make a space. So, oh, I forgot about Summer House. This was also an always runs. This wasn't like part of the series though. This was me just kind of messing around. So we are going to delete this one. Start a new game. Maria? What else do we got? I feel like we've been playing as her for a while now. I don't know about Helen. Wait, Gabriel? It's like their facial features are almost exactly the same. Or Gabrielle. Sorry, my bad. Let's be this lady. Not that I've ever played as Emma. So we are going to do private game. Random gen, of course. Private game options. Rule sets. Nightmare. There we go. So yeah, it's permadeath settings. So I mean, that's self-imposed. You just delete the file when you're done. But yeah, insane difficulty. Always run feral sense on the zombies, so they can sense you through walls and stuff. So that's always fun. So we're just going to apply that. Let's see if there's anything else. Okay, no, that's just that. We could leave it on longer nights. That just makes Horde take so long. And that doesn't matter, you know. Whatever you drop on dead, it doesn't matter, we're deleting the save file. So their rule set puts this on medium. 30 days for the loot respawn time? Oh. Okay. 24-hour cycle, 50 minutes. You know what? Let's just leave it. Let's leave it at whatever their settings are. What was the one thing I changed? Oh no, I put that back down. Okay, cool. So this is just their nightmare settings. Alright, that should be interesting. Yeah. Let's try not to get absolutely wrecked here. Oh man, okay. Um, I don't think the spaces actually matter. Let's do a fun run. So this would be interesting. I've kind of been playing recently on like 2 hour long days, and what that does is just give me the time to kind of get set up for Horde Night, right? You know, it's like 14 hours of gameplay before Horde Night. Now it's only going to be like 7. So you have to move a little bit quicker. It's just that first day 7 Horde Night you got to be set up for. Man, 30 days on loot respawn. So it's like you loot one area and then you just move on. That's going to be super interesting. And only medium spawn rate. I'm kind of surprised for their nightmare rule set that they only had medium spawn rate. But I normally put it on like high or very high, and then about half an hour into the stream you'll hear me regretting that. So it should be fun. Should be fine. Oh, you're gonna start me in the burnt forest? Alright, I gotta stop clicking around on stuff. Alright, let's go. We need some more volume. I gotta hear people walking up on me. Although this isn't too bad a spot to start at. We might get... Oh, there's a road right there. Fantastic. But yeah, we may get lucky and get a wrench very early. And it is very easy to see everything. Like this bird nest. Wait, did I? Yeah, I did pick that up. Okay, cool. That can go, that can go. This is going to be our weapon. That we're just going to go ahead and scrap. Okay. Neato. Lots of small stones. Bonus points. Now we're not going to find like any cotton, which is a bummer. Because I was hoping to make some cotton armor as soon as I can. Alright, we at least have enough to make our first stone axe. The only thing we will need is wood. Ah, that's what I'm looking for. Take a little while, but this should give us like, what, 12 wood or something like that? There we go. Boy. A little crafting here. This just for quest sake. Oh man, hoping for that cooking pot. Ta-da! Now one thing we can do, take some of these wooden chairs with us. Things are fantastic. Let's switch these actually. Oh man. Alright, let me see here. Actually, what I'm going to do is go ahead and make some barbed wire fences. How many can we actually make here? Oh my gosh, there's 20 wood a piece. Alright, let's go chop down a tree. Forgot how much wood those cost. Make 8. And is that because it's just the wood still? Okay, so I am gonna make 5. These will hopefully save my life. We'll see. Alright. Man, the loot beat on 100% is rough. I generally have mine turned up just for the bird feathers. This is gonna take forever. I'm thinking I should probably, there we go ahead and chop down one of those resource boulders. Just gonna try to get myself as set up as I can before I get too far out of here. Oh, and while we're doing this, let me see. Pants, shirt, hood, shoes, gloves. I don't think you have to make them in order, but I like to. Let's see. Pretty much every time this gets below 50%, I'm going to make a new one. Alright. So, same order. Although we're probably overheating now. Yeah, look at our temperature going up. Okay. Just take all that right back off. I mean, might as well hold on to it, but yeah, being in the burnt forest, maybe a little bit too warm with all that on. Look at us go. Man, that stamina goes down so quick. That's the rough thing, like it's always run, so these zombies are gonna catch up to us real fast. Let's see, we already got this, yeah? Yeah, okay. Okay, so the road is that away. I almost kind of want to see what POI we have here. Oh, another sink in here. I mean, we do have lead on us. There we go. My goodness. But yeah, there is no need to take any brass with us. Really no need to take lead with us either, but since we already got it. Oh geez, that deer scared me. How much wood do we have? We only got 100 stone. I kind of want to take out another resource boulder. It's kind of scary though. If I go too much further, I have a feeling the game's going to start spawning zombies all around me. I hear somebody spawning in some burners. Hey, 16. Okay. I thought there was a resource boulder over here somewhere. Did I loot both of these? Ugh. Nope. I looted neither of those. Ooh, short iron pipe, that's good stuff. There's a resource boulder there and right there, but this is a little bit further away from what I was hearing. I'd rather not encounter any zombies at the moment. Get my drink here. Oh man, I would have to put the lid back on ridiculously tight. There we go. Should probably also make me some frames. gonna make a bunch, but then thought better of it. Early game resources, pretty precious. We could definitely stand to cut down another one of them small trees. Ooh, I see him. Got one right there. Alright, the game is like, you've been out here long enough, there are no zombies. Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's just go ahead and get this done. I was gonna scrap that stuff, I ain't got room. Might as well. We got a little while for all this to finish up. One of the big things we gotta focus on is getting out of the burnt forest, man. And yeah, I'm just letting this wear out because we're still crafting a bunch of other stuff. Still got a minute. Yeah, just crafting all those arrows first, so we can have a nice high level club and bow when they get crafted. Man, those zombies are pretty close by also. He's right there. If one of these dudes come at us, we're in some serious trouble. We gotta get out of here, man. There are 3 of these dudes right here. I'm gonna pick that up, but honestly, I'm probably just gonna scrap it for the iron. Got fertilizer. All kinds of stuff that I don't need right now. Why not? Oh, there's a burning dude in the street. And as soon as one of them sees us, it's over. They'll all know where we're at. Actually, we might as well just keep the bow out. Level 68 to start, not too bad. Oh my gosh. There's a crawler right over there. I wonder if it's worth trying to sneak up to that car. Oh, he's looking away from us. And as far as I know, cover doesn't really make a difference. Like, as long as I'm crouched, it would work. You know, whether I'm standing in the middle of the street or, you know, in a shadowy corner inside a building. Oh, there's another dude right there. Guess we got a guy there. And right over there. I don't like it. Chicken. Okay, this dude's walking away. Good times. I think this is the most crouching I've ever done early game. Chicken's just hanging out. Oh, that dude's too close. It's like if we can get out of the burnt forest, we'll at least have a better chance. Everything in the burnt forest is faster than us, basically. Let's go ahead. Let's just go ahead and make some new arrows, or some more arrows. Come on now. Just kind of keep this rolling. Then I'll make a new club and bow. Oh, we need plant fiber. I guess we take these also. Why not, right? Wait, do we get these? I don't think we got this. Man, there are a lot of chickens out here. Unless it's the same chicken that just keeps like running around out this way. I want to go loot that building. Ah, man, that's a bummer. Almost level 100. Oh yeah, and you always want to take your arrow off before you scrap your bow. And put your arrow back on. Do we get the trash can? That's actually really nice. Get our first bone shiv. Because normally you have to kill an animal for it. The pig, bear, or deer, I guess, would be the only ones you could get that from. But now, we can start harvesting bones, fat, from the zombies. Pretty sure you'd get fat anyway, but you just get more. Right tool for the job, yeah? What do you mean? Man, I want out of here so bad. Okay, so we got a guy like right up there. It sounds like there's someone like right over there also. Am I walking straight to him? Oh god, it sounds like it. But this dude's like looking right at the street, so I can't go that way. Well, this is handy. Oh man, it is foggy as all get out, but this looks like it is all burnt forest for a good ways. But now that we know that that is a reasonably steep hillside... Ah! Yeah, he's right there. Peg! We should be able to kind of walk this way without being seen, I hope. Should probably stop breaking stuff. Oh my gosh. Can we get away with grabbing these feathers? Yeah, buddy. Wait, who is that? Oh, it's a pig. Oh my gosh. Pig, you scared me. I thought you ran off a different direction. Save a couple of those just in case. Got another dude right up there. Man, there are a lot of these burning zombies out here. How many feathers do we got? 57? It's just like I feel once you hit 100, you go up that tier level. It seems like the items just do more damage. I apologize, it may get very dark on here for y'all. But I can't play with like the gamma turned up so that I can still see at night. Everything just looks too washed out and weird. Let's go ahead and do that. We can only hold another 48 in this stack, so let's do that many. Oh god, he's really close. Wear this little hammer out. Or I guess axe. Huh? Little stone axe here. Alright, so we got a road that heads off to the south and a road that heads off to the north. Man, the loot in the cars has been atrocious. Well, let's see where we're at. Oh, we are very close to the center of the map. Luckily, we are west of the hub city. The hub city is going to be... I'm glad I went this way. That's basically the hub city right there. So I guess it doesn't really matter a whole lot. I mean, we're almost right in the middle. So let's just head north. We got Disco Rabbit on top of this fire. Unfortunately, don't die, Rabbit. Okay, cool. It took off. Because if it were to die, then I'd have to scoop it up, you know. Cool. Crafting quality 113. Unfortunately, I have been kind of spam crafting the bow and club here, but that's alright. That may very well save our lives. Hoping to find like a grain alcohol in one of these piles of trash. It'd be like gold, man. Although better than gold because you can't do anything with gold in this game. You could sell it. I guess that's about it. Oh, laptop, what are you doing? Oh, don't start this. That means like every once in a while here I'm gonna have to turn the laptop back on. I don't know why it does this. Like some days it's totally fine. Like I streamed for, I don't know, like 6 hours the other day, never turned itself off. Today I've been streaming for like 43 minutes and it already turned itself off. Come on. There we go. Might as well just go ahead and scrap those chairs. I was kind of stacking them up, but I don't really need to. Got 300 wood, 60 stone. I guess if I come across a, there it is. I was going to say another resource boulder, we might as well scoop it up, yeah? Where did that thing go? There we go. Ta-da! That should help out a little bit. Except as soon as I start chopping on this boulder. We gotta put this away. Oh, that counts as one of my placements. That's fun. There we go. Now we just got to make sure to grab the torch instead of the frame when we go to pick this up. Might as well just go ahead and get that part of the quest done, yeah? Ooh, 23. Yeah, buddy. I'm gonna hit all these trash bags. Where are we at for stone? 158. That should be good for a little while. I mean, there's gotta be something good in here, right? Not really. Ooh, there's nitrate right there. I mean, we have nitrate on us, right? Oh. Oh. How do we have 0 nitrate? That's interesting. Because the resource boulder should be giving us lead, coal, nitrate, iron, and stone. It's like super interesting that we don't have any nitrate. Whatever. Give it to me. Oh, this is probably one of those things where it's like, you don't really need that, do you? Ah, there he is. It's like, I know I hear somebody. I do need to get back to the road. I haven't really gone anywhere since I decided to start going north. And there are a lot of dudes. Yo, Joan, what's up, man? Welcome in. Happy New Year to you. We still got a little ways to go before we hit it down here. Over here, I guess. Not really down. It's like 7:30. Oh, I can do the thing. I set up, like, finally set up commands and stuff. Ah, check it out. Oh man, I spent some time messing around on the channel with commands and made a couple of emotes and just got a few things rolling that, stuff I should have done like years ago. But yeah, started a new game. Yeah, oh man, I don't even know how long ago it was. I was doing a Permadeath series on YouTube, and that was another thing. I was messing around on the YouTube channel for a bit today, just kind of looking over some things. I was like, oh yeah, I'd forgotten all about that. But yeah, just use like the nightmare presets. So it's like insane difficulty, always run feral zombies, I guess. So they can sense you through walls and all that good jazz. And yeah, I just put it on the nightmare settings and go with it, It's day 2. I have been crouch walking this entire time. It's 1:30 a.m. in London. Ooh. Well, yeah. Super happy New Year for you. You're already there. You're in the future, man. Yeah, like the game spawned me in the burnt forest, and so I'm just trying to make my way out of the burnt forest without running into burning zombies. Cooking pots! Success. Beautiful. Got a nice little collection of junk going. Oh, we got 240 feathers. Oh man, I need to start making some arrows. I have not shot a single arrow. Nor have I swung my club. I have avoided every zombie up to this point. Huh. I have a feeling that's a four-way and not a town. Your brain's still on Arizona time? Lived in USD a few years ago, but you're a night owl ever since? Oh man. Oh geez, there's a dude right there. Alright, some of this stuff is working. Okay. But yeah, so just never quite adjusted coming back from, or moving back to England? I assumed like you only lived over here for a while. Or did you start in the States and then move over? It's the mines and the dogs you hate in this? Yeah. Yeah, I know the feeling, man. And yeah, with this being always run right now, all these zombies, well, it's in the middle of the night anyway, but still, all the burning zombies are faster than us anyway. And with it being, the Nightmare preset has it on insane difficulty, so they'll just do ridiculous amounts of damage and have too many hit points. It's part of the challenge, right? Part of the supposed fun. Oh man, all those Nightbot commands or prompts are coming through. I've been trying to figure out if I need to like adjust the length of time on that stuff. But today's the first day that I've actually had it all up and going, so I'll just have to sort it out as I go. Because I don't need Nightbot spamming up my channel. Oh gosh. I have a feeling this is going to get real very quickly. You were born in England but lived in the US, South Africa and other places, but UK is your home. Nice. Oh boy, there it is. Game's on. The game is on. Yeah, that was like, for me, I was born in the States. Oh, not good. Moved over to England shortly after I was born. Lived there for about 8 years. And then moved back to the States and have been here ever since. But yeah, we lived on a couple of American Air Force bases in this England. Oh, there's a lot of folks. Oops, that was bad. Oh! 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 Alright, come on. Yeah. Oh no. This is why we make barbed wire fences. And insane difficulty, they got too many hit points. Come on, you know you want to run into that barbed wire again. Yes! Alright. Your hands are getting sweaty, stop this madness at once. I can't! I got no choice. I'm in it now. The game is on. We got a dude running around over there I gotta keep an eye out for. He's stuck on the old barbed wire fence. This is generally why I don't run insane difficulties, because they just have too many hit points. Hey, we leveled. Ta-da! There we go. Oh my gosh, they have so many hit points. And we got a bunch of people that are about to bust out of there. So I'd like to get these dudes at least deaded before they make their way out. Oh my gosh, we need a better club. This is awful. Oh my goodness. I mean, I could just make a bunch of new arrows. Probably what I should do, because I will use them. Okay, they're still inside. Oh my gosh. Nope. Oh no no no! Oh no no! No! Come on, man! I forgot about the stamina. I forgot about the stamina. Oh, are you kidding me? I had been swinging that club so long that I did not have any stamina. Oh, that was so dumb. My hands are all sweaty now. Good timing, Jim. Happy New Year. I need to get one of those emotes going. Oh man, so that was round 5. Cause yeah, this was an old series that I had on YouTube long ago. Back when I used to play the game a lot more. But, oh man, apparently I'm out of practice. Alright, so let's see how far we made it. We made it this far in an hour. Oh man. I might use this, I might just go ahead and use this map again, just because like we didn't really uncover anything on the map, so it'll probably spawn us in a new location. Bummer. No, 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 no. No, stop. Be Emma again. Private game. Random gen as always. Rule sets. Nightmare. So yeah, it's an insane difficulty, zombies always run, and enemy aggression set to feral. As far as I know, the drops are not more or less rare depending on difficulty. I'm glad that enemy spawning is at medium, my goodness. But yeah, this is generally what the settings are for the nightmare. Yeah, I want to do that one again. Just because, like, yeah, like I said, we barely uncovered any of the map. So let's hope we don't spawn in the burnt forest. Although that worked out, man. Like I had so many arrows and feathers. I had a good amount of wood. But yeah, I literally just spent like an hour just crouch walking until I ran into that group of zombies. Yeah, definitely forgot that new game have no stamina regen, and I had swung out all my stamina, tried to run from that zombie and got wrecked. Ooh, which reminds me, check this out. Hey, and also I hit one of my traps. There we go. Must be getting old sitting here with a cocoa instead of champagne. Oh man, yeah, I mean I don't have any plans for tonight. I'm just gonna be hanging out here streaming. Seemed like a good time. The cocoa's good stuff. But yeah, Jim, I had got on and started messing around with like Nightbot, and like I made a couple more emotes for funsies. So we got those. The oi, apparently I say a lot. And then just one for someone to tell me to run. I kind of like messed around with a few other things, but yeah, you know, starting to do some of the things that I should have done like years ago. Oi, yeah, I say that a lot. I realized it the other day when I was streaming. I was like, oh my gosh, I say that a ton. Yeah, I think I actually picked that up from an Australian streamer that I used to watch back in the day. Oh man. This is going to be a lot less scary though. Being in the burnt forest was rough. More of an English thing as an oi. Oh yeah. Oh man, yeah. I mean, like, Australia's a British colony, right? Oh my gosh, this is so slow. Oh, pig, you scared me, man. Okay. You thinking oy vey? Yeah. Yeah, for me it's more just like an exclamation of surprise or like, hey, don't kill me type of thing. Yeah. Yeah. The penal colony. Alright, I need stones. I guess we can go ahead and do the bedroll thing, right? Let's see, where are we at this time? Okay. Yeah, last time we were right next to the hub city. We're pretty far to the east now. Oops. That's pretty close. So there's the hub city. So yeah, we are on the opposite side. Last time we were right around over in here. That is one thing about the burnt forest. It is very easy to find everything. All the small stones. All the bird's nest. Oh, cotton! We can make armor. Oh, we need to find a lot more than this, but still. At least it exists out here. Alright, buddy. We have 2 small stones. 25 feathers. That's amazing. You've not played this in the longest time. Got hooked on Fallout 4 again recently. Fallout 4 is a good game. I wish I would have been, I don't know, at the, point in my life when I would have devoted more time to it. I got in there and basically figured out the settlement mechanics and called it a day. I was like, oh, I wonder how this works. And then I figured out how it works, and I was like, oh, that was fun. And then I stopped playing it. But back in the day, like Fallout 3, man, I devoted so much time to that game. And even Fallout New Vegas, or not New Vegas, Fallout 76, I probably put in like a good 500 or 600 hours. But yeah, Fallout 3 I put a ton of time into. That game was super fun. It was my first Fallout game. Oh my gosh, we need one more small stone. I have a feeling this pig has gone around and hidden all the small stones from me. Don't you die up there. This is so funny. In the burnt forest, like I had those 5 stones like in the first minute of gameplay. I'm also just kind of like running around and punching stuff and not being extremely observant. Seriously though, like we just need one. Aha! Beautiful. Amazing. Now we can sit here and chop on boulders and trees and stuff for a bit. 3 in New Vegas were fun, apart from the radio songs getting stuck in your head for days. Yeah. Ain't that a kick in the head? Oh man, I know the feeling. Or like, I don't know what the name of the song is, but all I can remember is, I'm as corny as Kansas, and blah blah blah, and so on and so forth. Luckily, it's not that stuck in my head anymore, but that one used to get me a lot. Hacking and whacking and smacking. I wish I knew the names of the songs. But yeah, unfortunately I didn't play New Vegas very much. Um, it was bad timing. Like, I had, um, You're in love with a wonderful guy? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that one for sure. But yeah, I had just played a bunch of Oblivion. Um, I had a character that I put about 300 hours into and just dealt with so many bugs and issues and like ridiculous stuff with the game. And uh, New Vegas, also a Bethesda game. So when it came out, it was riddled with bugs and had a ton of issues. And I was just like frustrated at that point. I started playing the game, and like this is a brand new save file. I was like maybe 6 hours in, and I was walking along. I looked over to the west, like so, and the game froze and crashed. And then I put that game down for like 6 months and just like didn't play it. And unfortunately, I never got back into it. Like I think I started a character here or there, but never really gave it a go like I did on like Oblivion or Skyrim or Fallout 3. Um, so that's unfortunate because I've heard that New Vegas is probably one of the better ones in the series. I have a very love-hate relationship with Bethesda games. They're fantastic. When they work, they're amazing. But the issue is they just don't work most of the time. Rip. You're playing Fallout 4 without mods, so bugs aplenty. Yep. You want to try and max achievements? Nice. Yeah, that's the thing that's unfortunate. It's like if you could just download the mod that fixes the game, and not have it affect unlocking achievements, that would be awesome. Because the fans have gone through and fixed all of Bethesda's games for them. Which is like, I don't know. Why has Bethesda not hired these people to go through and just like fix the issues that remain when the game's released? Just like contract them out, you know, have them fix the game and then, you know, re-release it as a super ultra awesome uber extra fantastic edition. But that actually works. Let's see. I should probably make all my clothes. Let me see. Nope. Like I said, this probably doesn't matter on order, but I have a thing I gotta do it in order. Alright, there should be enough stone for now. I do think we need some wood though. Hey, athletics. Let's go. Oh, did not do it in order. Check it out. Got 2 Brotherhood of Steel missions. They don't appear on the map. Oh. That's rough. Oh, yeah. When the quests break in game, that's the worst. And although I know it's not a bug, like that was one thing that got me in Oblivion, is once you started opening the Oblivion gates, like Some of your quest givers would just get killed by the demons coming out of the gates. Oh, it was so sad the first time I learned about that. But that's why I would make it until, like, you know, I think I had a character made it to like level 80 or something, and I still had like, what was the Emperor's Amulet called? Whatever it gives you at the beginning of the game. So I had like the first main quest. Still had the item for it at like level 80. Can't be having him killing off all my quest givers, man. Okay. Let's make a couple things to keep ourselves alive here. Honestly, I'm going to make that just to get the quest out of the way, but it's not going to be super helpful just yet. They're only side missions, so you hope you can still complete the Brotherhood playthrough. I hope so. It'd be a bummer to have to restart. Okay, so we got a road over there. That is good. I don't know why I'm coming down to the water here. Just 'cause, I guess. Oh my gosh, there's a bear. Run away! And see, now that, like, I'm not in the burnt forest, I'm actually, like, running around and moving a bit. Oh, man. How much wood do we have? Okay. Like, I literally crouch walked the entire time through the burnt forest. Oh, I'm just gonna chop down this big tree over here. But yeah, we're gonna follow this road a little ways. See where it takes us. Which means I should probably really be getting myself set up with some actual weapons here. Nope. There we go. Weaponsmithing level 2, yeah buddy. Oh. Made a new stone axe, forgot to equip it. GG, brother. Oof. Alright. Let's get some good luck. Mining helmet, let's go. Okay, maybe not. Wonder which way I should go. Crafting quality 52. Man, we need feathers. Something fierce. You built a bridge across the river to the underground vault. From riverbed up. 36 big trees to build. Oh man. Very nice. Hey, a shovel. That will be additional scrap iron. Looks like a desert. That is a desert over there. Oh, neat. Okay. So at least take a look, see what we have over here. And probably, like, also get ourselves set up with some weapons. I mean, they're not going to be the best of quality at the moment, but that's alright. Let's do like that. There we go. Let's do that. Got fed up with driving your mini bike all the way around the water. Yeah, I know the feels, man. Oh, we got our first zombie over there. That was the impetus for, I guess, like, every bridge that I've ever built is like I just got tired of driving around. Oh, jeez, there's a dude right there. You didn't see me. He literally did not see me. That was fantastic. GG, you're amazing. Oh, that's scary. Oh man, I was totally about to say hello to you. How do we do this? Let's just do that. We'll start with a timeout. And I'll just say, no, I'm good on paying for viewers and bots and such. You should just outright ban folks like that. Maybe I still should. Oh, there's a passing gas. Man, I am not geared out for this. I'm already famous. Yeah. Oh man. So we have a passing gas, an ostrich hotel, and a house. That's a decent little starting location. I can't remember if that place has the workbench in it or not. Man, that's so many zombies. Tiny little snow biome over there. And 5,000 zombies? Yeah, I know, right? So I'm wondering if I should follow the road the other way. Or just go around this. It's just like the Ostrich Hotel has so much stuff to loot. Most of it would be useless, but it would just be like a great way to get scavenging skill leveled up. Oh yeah, and also with the nightmare settings, loot respawn is like every 30 days. So it's basically like loot an area and then move on. So this would be like I would loot this area out and then I would go find somewhere else. At least maybe 6k. Yeah, could be. Where are all the birds' nests? Like this is what I'm really looking for, is birds' nests, so I can actually get some decent weapons here. Because you saw even last time, like I had level 100 club and it wasn't doing anything to the zombies. Like I was sitting there just smacking them a million times and it wasn't doing anything. Alright. Nope, no, 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 no. Oh, she saw me. Oh, snap. Oh man, she's got the moves. She got the moves. Oh, we're dead. Okay. Beautiful. Oops, that was a bad shot. Alright, so this is going to be a slightly rougher start than our first game. Reinforced Iron Club? We might have to. I was just hoping to save that iron for the barbed wire. Or at least until we get a decent level of weaponsmithing. But this time we're gonna watch our stamina. Oh wait, not that. Come on, game. There we go. Yeah, right now we're only crafting level 62. It'd be nice to get to at least level 100 before we craft an iron club. Oh, that's right. And I had 2 bats last time also. Or not 2 bats, 2 bones. Like T-800s. Yep. They're tough to kill. Oh my gosh, there's so many hit points. Hey, bullets. I don't know what we're gonna do with those, but bullets. Okay. Well, that was terrifying. We still have 1 barbed wire fence here I need to remember about. But yeah, those reinforced iron clubs are like 100 iron. They're expensive. Man, the loot is awful. But yeah, I need bird's nest. And I cannot find them anywhere. Yeah, mining helmet, definitely something I always hope to find early game as well. For serious game. The birds just not live out here in the plains. I'm gonna sneak over to this burnt forest biome. Try to find some bird's nest out there. Yeah, mining helmet, one of the best items in the game for sure. I love it as well. See, it's so much easier to find stuff out here. Like if this were me just starting out, look, there's my first 5 small stones. I come over here and there's just like no, there's still no bird's nest. I don't know, that first place that I spawned in, was pretty awesome. I found so many birds' nests. Like I had 250 arrows and then about 240, I think, feathers. Like I was just stacked. Till you find one, you always carry around all the items to make one. Take up so much inventory space. Yeah. Hey, cooking pot. Isn't it like, what, duct tape, flashlight, electronic, I can't remember if it's electronic parts or components, and a helmet? I think that's everything it takes. I've only made a couple mining helmets. Oh, electrical parts and plastic. I forgot about the plastic. I'll have to keep my eyes out. I don't like being out here, but I need to be out here. I need feathers, man. Remember going on a treasure hunt, and it was in the wasteland full of mines and dogs? That was probably me, yeah. It was tense. Sudoku Hawk, welcome in. Yep, day one. We started we made it to day 2 on the first attempt, and I was not aware of my stamina loss and just got wrecked. So now we're at attempt number 2. This is nightmare settings like that the game has in place. So insane difficulty, always run, feral, sense on the zombies. Yeah, it's permadeath, fun. Thought it would be a good time. Was that you, Gem Nation? The treasure hunt in the wasteland? That stuff is always scary. It's the dogs, man. Dogs and mines. It's no good. As I would say, good times. Yeah, yeah. As long as you survive, it's a good time. Okay. How many do we have now? We have another 65. Man, it's so slow stacking up feathers right now. Man, we don't have like hardly any jars. We don't really have much of anything out here. I got that level 75 pickaxe though. Oh, this isn't the place with the bunker, is it? No, it was the other place. I found a different 4-way on that first playthrough that had an underground bunker, and that would have been a good time. It would have taken like 10 years to break in there, but with that iron pickaxe, it would have only taken like 8 years. Oh, cool. There's 3 birds' nest. I was trying to get some decent weapons here. Pity the fool. Rides his mini bike right into a mine. That was how oh, jeez. No. Oh, 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 dog. Dog, 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 dog. Wait, dogs don't show up as hunting you, do they? Or do they? Okay, they do. Okay, cool. Oh, goodness. Oh, we need that bone. But yeah, that was how I found my first landmine. Was right in my mini bike. It was right after they put them in the wasteland. Oh, we got a bone. Yeah, buddy. But yeah, I was trying to scoot along the edge of the wasteland and did not make it. Clipped a landmine. Ended my life real quick. One game recently, you went into the wasteland just for dog hides. Yep, I've done that. Sometimes you just need leather, man. And when you're geared up, it can be a lot of fun. Dogs will still tear you up, but if you're geared up and prepared for it, it's not terrible. Alright, what are we at? Okay, we're almost to level 100 crafting quality. But I'm seriously thinking about taking over that four-way area with the passing gas, the house, and the ostrich hotel. Just because like I can really get myself stocked up with everything that I'll need to like move forward. Should hopefully be able to get some wrenches, some good clothes. I don't. I can't remember if the ostrich hotel has bookcases in the rooms. I don't remember, but I should be able to get most of the stuff I need to kind of just like get myself started, and it'll get my scavenging leveled up. Man, some of these Nightbot things are a little bit too beefy. I need to kind of cut those down. You try to avoid the wasteland unless you have at least a shotgun or or a toilet pistol. Yeah, gotta get that toilet pistol, man. Oh, jeez. There's a dude right over there. That dude probably, especially with my hit point level right now, he'd probably just one-shot me. Might as well do some of that. Yeah, on insane difficulty, that dude probably does like 80 points of damage. With like no armor on. Get me out of here. Man, this is terrifying. Okay. Let's see if we can make another 12. Where did we end up? Oh, we're so close to level 100 for the items. Alright, I'm gonna start making my way back there. Like, I know there are a lot of zombies there, but I think we can do it. We gotta start somewhere. Lumberjacks probably are almost invincible on this difficulty. You may be... No! No! You may be right about that. Oh, come on. The game, like, froze right as I was about to shoot this dude. Alright. My aim is terrible. We're gonna sort this out. Luckily I'm faster than this guy, so I should be able to avoid using a barbed wire fence. Beautiful. I might as well get some more weapon damage here. Oh wait, we have a bone, don't we? But yeah, I would definitely not want to run into a lumberjack right now. It'd be exceedingly terrifying. $97. It does seem like right once you get to 100, like every time you increase, oh, what would you say? Like tier of weapons, like 0 to 100, and then 100 to 200. Like every time you like cross that line, it seems to increase the damage quite a bit. Feral on day 2. Yeah, I went with the nightmare presets, and so yeah, it's always run insane difficulty, feral zombies. Yeah, this was like an old series that I had going way back in the day. Just Nightmare Permadeath, or Permadeath Nightmare, I guess is what it is called. And it's rather intense. And the days are only 50 minutes long, so honestly, like I probably need to hurry up about getting myself ready for Horde Night. Come on, I need feathers. There we go. You assume anyways, try insane mood to confirm or deny that theory. Yeah. Yeah, sorry I missed that comment there. Yeah, I don't want to run into a lumberjack at all. Even these regular zombies are terrifying enough. Alright, where are we at? Alright, we're gonna call it. I wanna actually start like playing here. I'm just sneaking around. Uh-oh, wait, why? We're out of stone? Come on now. There we go, I'll do this to kind of help out. Whatever game. That was just rude. Oh, that was so rude. Yeah, I guess there was no space between the boulder and the frame. Like, if it would have been on this side, I think it would have stuck. But since there was no space between there, it just destroyed it. I dropped something? I know, right? Let's try that again. Ta-da! There we go. I thought it was a little bit further away. Oh yeah. Kind of get a little bit of light on the screen there, you know. So I had to figure out how I want to approach this town. I mean, really what I could do, and it would save me some iron, it costs a ridiculous amount of wood, is I could just make a bunch of wood spikes. Kind of like set up a little spot to fight the zombies in. So wood spikes do a ton of damage. They break super quick, but they do a lot of damage. Okay, can we actually make our arrows now? Beautiful. So now we're gonna make... still gonna keep the wooden club. I mean, the iron reinforced would be nice, but that would be the last of our iron. How long is that gonna take? 30 seconds? Okay. Then we can go ahead and do this. Take your arrow off. Scrap that. Scrap this in 20 seconds. Be careful to pick up our torch. There we go. Hey, look at that. Awesome. Okay. I think we're good. We got over 200 arrows. Yeah, 227 arrows. We got decent items. Decently leveled items here. Like I said, I think the main thing that we could do is we really could just chop down some of these trees and get ourselves set up. Because the barbed wire is nice, but that's just going to go really quick. Man, we need that mining helmet. Sorry it's so dark, y'all. Hey, sunrise is coming around soon, though. Oh my gosh, I forgot they're 100 each. Oh boy. So expensive. Did we get this? I'm sure we got this. We didn't. You're tempted to start a new save on this? Will it mean deleting a many days save file? Yeah. To be honest, after you get the established base, decent weapons, it feels a bit too easy at times. Yeah, I know the feel, and I think that's why a lot of my saves is like, I work for a base, right? Like I play it as long as it takes for me to build the base. Now the Traveler series was super fun in that like I'd build a base and then move to a different city, and then set myself up, build a new base, and move to a different city. That was fun. You know, I had a city on I had a base at every city on the map. That was a great time. But usually, yeah, I just hunker down and get one base built, and then start a new save file. But it's always a little bit hard to delete it, because I'd usually spend so much time on it. Yeah, once you get all set up and you've got all your weapons and a nice solid base and everything, it does get pretty easy. Oh my gosh, I keep checking the same ones. I'm just hopeful. Yeah, I at least want to make like 10 wooden spikes, which is 1,000 wood. Make a couple more barbed wire. I think we got this. This might be a really bad idea, but I think we got it. Okay. Hey, Lorvax, what's up, man? Welcome in. Good to see you, brother. I am doing alright. I'm doing alright. How about yourself? You don't have your zombies set to always run, though? Okay. Oh, no. Definitely. I wouldn't say, like, anybody who doesn't have their zombies set to always run, it doesn't make you a wuss. It doesn't make you a wuss at all. This was, like I said, this is just an old series that I came across when I was looking at my YouTube channel today. I figured it would be fun. But I'm out here just getting wrecked, you know? And I've been, like, what, crouch walking for the last half hour? Like, so, like, does that make me a wuss for, like, hiding from all the zombies this entire time? Nah. That's one thing I love about this game, is there's just so many ways to play it. You just play it however you feel. But honestly, like, I like the difficulty being a bit lower and having them on walk during the day, having, you know, 2-hour long days, so I have times just to kind of like get myself set up. Don't really feel rushed. I'm not nearly as much of a tryhard as I used to be, I guess. It's nice to be able to just kind of, you know, relax, but, you know, still have to be on your toes from time to time. It's nice to not have to live on your toes, though. Okay. It's good to see you too. Oh, good to see me too. All right, let's see. It's been a while. You've been sick, unfortunately, but you're still going. Man, I feel you. I got the sick a while back. I was down for a bit, but getting back up and going again. I hope you get to feeling better soon, man. That sick stuff is no fun. I got something against corn? Nah, honestly, I should be picking it up, shouldn't I? I was just focused on, like, picking up the cotton. But I don't have any food, so... No! Oh, dang it, I wasn't paying attention. But I do not want to waste barbed wire on you. Oh man, she's faster than I am, so I gotta be careful. Like, I can't miss too many of these shots. And I really need headshots. Game? I really need those to land. That went right through her face. Where'd you go? No! That's so bad. It was like, it was aimed right at her head, still missed. Oh my god, that's so scary. Hey, food. Alright. Now we can pick up that corn, right? There we go. better than nothing, right? That was a tense moment. Yeah, I know, right? That's how I feel about every time I run into a zombie right now. It's always tense. Okay. And that was like one zombie. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna go take on this little town worth of zombies here. We got this. Just tired of running. Do you not chop yuccas for drink food? I do, and honestly that's another thing I probably should be doing. Because we got some jars, so we can make some yucca juice. Wait, we got jars, right? Oh, yep, there they are. And like that's another thing, it's not a lot of food. But we also don't have a lot of bandages, so maybe it'd be good for some hit points. See, this is why it's good to have y'all in here. You're keeping me good here. Let's make a new axe. Probably a lot faster if you just put it on your belt, ain't it? How much are these? Fullness 4.2. That's amazing. Delicious. Look at y'all keeping me alive. Yeah, YOLO. Just curious. Tend to collect yuccas anytime you can. Just interesting to see someone play different. Oh, no worries. Like, yeah, no, it's good. I should be doing this to keep myself alive here. Because I'm low on hit points and I'm hungry. Eat that corn, chop the yucca, mush mush. Get on it. And this is like where, you know, I've been playing on my other game where, you know, I've got the completed base and all the gear and so on and so forth. And it's like you don't think about needing food, you know, to survive. It's like you just go up to the fridge and it's like, oh, do we want meat stew, or blueberry pie, or this or that? And we got like, you know, 3 different types of beverages and and now it's like I don't have anything, right? So I should be on top of collecting everything that I can. Alright. Come on. Okay. How are we doing on stuff? We're not doing too bad. I kind of want to just go do this. Or let's deal with that yucca first. Quite right. Yeah, we want him to live. Oh, that's another thing. Can I do this? I haven't set up one of these yet. Oops. Let me see if I can get this going. We'll give like 5 minutes. Well, yeah, we'll just leave it 5 minutes to get started. Okay. Okay. Are you gonna work? Aha! There we go. You eat rotting flesh and green Sammys? No! You can't eat, especially the rotting flesh. Jim, what if it gives you the bug? What if it gives you the bug? Just in game? You hope you meant? Yeah, I know, right? It's scary, Jim. What are you doing? You don't care? You're just going for it? Alright. Oh, man. Yes, in game. But yeah, I went ahead and put up my first prediction as to whether or not I'm going to survive this fight that I'm about to take on with all these zombies. I've been trying to, like I said, getting in and finally doing all the streamer things that I should have been doing, you know, since I first started. And I'm just like kind of getting some basic things down, and it's actually fun. Like, I really regret not having all of this done ahead of time. But oh, you know, we're at where we're at, and we'll do what we can do. And we are super overheating. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and start making my way over there. Should be good. I think we're pretty much full though. Food 94. So let's save that yucca. And that we can move out. I want to put those on my belt. And we are going to make... How many of these can we make? 14? Let's make 6. No! No, no, no! Oh man, I heard that lady. I thought she was coming for me. What do we got? I got this. The zombies don't stand a chance. I don't know, brother. They may. And this thing is in my way. I can't see all chat. Oh, Jim says ain't no way. Oh boy. It's good to have you back. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. This is a good time for sure. I wish I need the chat box to be bigger. Crossroads have 5,000 zombies. John says he's counted 6,000. There's our first airdrop. Alright, we got this, man. We got this. As I'm like carrying around this cotton and never actually made myself armor out of it. It's not much, but I can probably get at least a couple of pieces on, right? Ooh, somebody's here. Somebody is like right on the other side of that boulder. Look at me being all super brave. Sneaking around the boulder. Some airdrop hype? You betcha. We are still overheating. I would just take it all off. I guess I could have kept it on and drank the yucca juice. Anyway, that's 4. We have 15. 8 for that. We can do leg armor and gloves. Stark buck naked. I know, right? I'm wondering if I should make the chest armor though. It seems like gloves get wrecked pretty often, so like when you're swinging the club out there. And legs, if anybody's low, they're gonna hit me there. Chest is also a good one. So I can only make 2. Maybe we do legs and chest. Oh wait, I don't have enough for that. I need 1 more. I need 1 more piece of cloth. Terminators arrive naked. That is very true. There's no cotton out here, is there? I just need like 2 pieces of cotton. I can make 1 piece of cloth. Then I can make the chest piece and the leg armor. I think that'll probably be the best as far as getting me protected. You know what? No, it's fine. It's fine. All of those zombies out there, not fine, but we're good. Alright. Sun hat. Truth bot. Use that to cool off. If that's what you were suggesting there. I know it's super low level, but we're just gonna make what we can. It'll at least be something. Level 13? Okay, I was like, why can't I place these down? You're not supposed to be coming yet. Oh, it's on. Everybody's on the way. Man, that lady is dead. Dead. But that was like 500 wood that I just put down there. Oh gosh, I'm glad he didn't hit me. Sorry, I will definitely get to chat here in a sec. Okay, there we go. It'll be like wearing toilet paper, but hey, you gotta try. I know. Y'all got too many hit points. Hey, there's 1 zombie down. But yeah, that was like 500 wood just from the wooden spikes put down. Okay, I thought she was closer. And he broke my barbed wire. Watch that stamina though. I'm gonna use arrows. I'm gonna use some arrows. Because last time, that's what got me killed. Oh, oh, oh. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Sexual Tyrannosaurus. Yes. Stamina. You missed the zombie swim teams. I know, right? Okay, now that my stamina's back up, I should probably switch back to the club a bit. Ah! Gotta watch those toes, man. I can't afford to have a sprained ankle. And we got Disco Brothers over here. Oh, we got a zombie running around out there. I didn't even see them. Oh, it's a big dude. We gotta watch that guy. Dude could probably still almost one-shot me. Hey! Hey, blunt weapons level 3. And we need to make a new club. GG, brother. Oh, man. That was bad. Oh, I thought he was going to pull to the left. Well, his left, my right. Oh, zombie. I know, right? Die quicker. All the zombies got so many hit points, man. Oh, oh, come on. I'm wasting all my arrows. Ah! We'll get this, though. Oh my gosh, maybe not. Hold up. That went right to his chin. Yeah. ×3. Headshot. Still getting up. After taking like 5 arrows to the face already. I'm telling you, these guys got too many hit points. Wait, I don't have any more barbed wire back here, do I? No, we're good. Like, how many times have I hit this dude in the head? Hey! Oh my gosh. Sham sandwich, are you kidding me? Get out of here. Well, I think we survived the first map, the first fight. Should we... Uh-oh. No. No, 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 no. That's a wandering horde. Are you kidding me? Get out of here. They just like spawned right in the street there. Our bow is dust, brother. Hey, hey. Yeah, buddy. How does that miss? Come on. There we go. Wait. Hold up. Okay, luckily it was just a wandering horde of 2. And this dude's head is impossible to hit, I'm telling you what. Hey, hey, hey. The hitbox on this dude's face is very small, apparently. Yum. The sham sandwich? No way. It's so bad. Okay. Our bow is dust. Think you burn off many more calories than one sandwich there? I know, right? Come on. I can't let this dude hit me. There we go. Whew. My goodness. We are still overheating. Oh, this is really slow. Okay, this shovel, we're just gonna scrap that. It's in my way. Okay. But I think that is a success on the first fight. So let me wrap up this prediction. Oh, y'all had no faith. Are you sure yes is the correct outcome? Once you choose this outcome, viewers have chosen the correct outcome and rewarded one time. Okay. Okay. Sorry, y'all. You had no faith. You lose your points. Nobody gets them, though, because nobody chose yes. Sad. Let's go ahead and make some more arrows. You knew I could do it. Thanks, Orvax. You play this a lot. You used to go to bed hearing the boo boo boo. What? Chant they make? Oh, yeah. Oh, man. The game coming through in your nightmares. Man, I really want to make that iron reinforced club. I think we do it. I think we do it. That was gonna eat most of our iron, but I think we need it. Honestly, I think I'm gonna make the bow first. Okay, let's clean up the bodies. And then we'll have another fight on our hands in just a moment. Because that was just like the first wave of zombies here. It was like only the first 1,000 or so, right? Out of the 6. Is it still good for the next fight? No, I will set a new one. I can... Hey, no, stop. How do you get rid of this thing? Help me. Dismiss this message. Ah, there you go. Nice wasteland treasure hunt you have there. I know, right? Got me a treasure map. And brass, I'm just tossing out. Like, honestly, I could probably use it for money. But that's it. Yeah, I'm gonna get myself ready for the next fight. Kind of gather up some more resources. There we go, level 130 and 131. Very nice. Because I think we're going to have a bunch of zombies in all of these spaces here. But yeah, if I'm about to come across some more zombies, I will definitely start a new prediction. Those wooden spikes saved our life. And all of this just to like take over a little four-way area. Man. All right. Where are we at? Gather 5 of these. Honestly, I think we're doing alright. Only thing I'd really like to get would be some cotton. I think like taking over this house would probably be a bet, or like the best bet. Because I might be able to get some clothes out of there. There might be a few things that I can scrap to get me some cotton so I can make some more armor. What's kind of weirding me out right now is that okay, well there's one zombie over there. But yeah, I don't really see any other zombies. Delicious. This is very tense. Yeah, it's tense for me as well, man. Ah, no wrench. That's what we're hoping for, man. Where does this go? But yeah, it's been so long since I've played on this difficulty, like with these settings and everything, so yeah, like I'm pretty pretty stressed out as well. It goes to the John. Alright. Oh, I hear zombies. Oh, you don't know? Yeah, you might be right. Uh-oh, they sense me. It might just be this one guy, though. He's stuck on that post around the outside. Oh, right in the face. Oh. I don't want to take him too far into town. Okay. Moldy bread. Come on. Yummy? No! Not yummy. I mean, there's some goldenrod out here, so I mean, I could just make some goldenrod tea to deal with any dysentery I would get. Oh, but you were right. It does take you to the bathroom. Alright, I need to make a chest. I just need to drop stuff off. Oh yeah, that's right, the curtains are blocking it. What else don't we need? Honestly, I guess the food can go for now. Should be good. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, it's murky water. I thought it was grain alcohol, man. I was about to get super excited. I'm not sure why it would have been in the toilet, but still. Level 500 machete? No. Hey, but we got a level 17 iron reinforced club. Ooh, our first bandana. And some fancy goggles. Look, we're not naked now. We only look mostly ridiculous. Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna scrap that. Thank God. Yeah. Yeah, it's nice getting some clothes on here. One of the things I'm hoping for out of this house is some clothing. Hey, look at that. Our first schematic. Oh, some meds? Yeah, buddy. Oops. You ordered a toilet pistol for me? Not sure where it was delivered though. Well, thanks. I'd appreciate that for sure. Who knows? Maybe we find it when we get into the hotel. They may have put it there. Actually, I'm gonna make for chop on these couches. Sorry, it's so dark. There we go. I'm glad I didn't drop it again. Cowboy hat? Come on, man. I need some actual clothing here. Baseball cap? Come on, man. Alright. Neither of those are going to do me any good. We have 3 sawed-off shotgun stocks. Okay. Let me see. We could use some boots. Leg armor? So I think we made chest and gloves. Ho ho ho. Yeah, buddy. Look at us go. Oh, and we have more cloth now. Just easier to find up here. Oop. Man, that takes forever. You gotta get that crafting skill leveled up, man. Thank you. Awesome. Oh man, that was probably a waste of water. We might not need that. Okay. Think we're about good. We have managed to take over the house. I think the passing gas is next, yeah? Man, there's so much loot in there. Bedroll or no? Ah, it doesn't matter, man. If we die, we delete the file. Start over. One life, man. That's all you get. We're at 13-0. We have a good kill death ratio right now. Stops the spawn. Ah, yeah. I mean, I guess that is true, huh? Bedrolls are good? Okay. No, John, not your bad. No, like Gem Nation was saying, like, I forget the distance on it. I want to say isn't it like 30 meters or something? It's not like a ton of space, but at least keep this space that I'm standing in safe. What am I missing? I think that's what I had there. Man, I don't know what happened to all the zombies. It seems like when I first walked by this town, or this little area, it looked like there were a ton of zombies around here. We just had that one little group. I mean, which is fine by me. Like, don't get me killed. Hey, nail gun. Level 17 pickaxe. Seems like the zombies that we have left are over in the Ostrich Hotel there. Hey, t-shirt. And some shorts. Yeah, buddy. Although, it may be too cold for me to wear these, but we're gonna put them on. Look, we got clothes on. GG us. Nighttime looting still makes you nervous. Yeah, I know the feeling, man. It's like, even though it's always run, it's like something about it being nighttime still kind of has that effect. There we go. Nothing. Come on, man. Out here doing secret looting. Actually, let's go ahead and break this down while we have the light up. Man, I wish we could make these tiles right here. Those would be so nice. These little wooden garage tiles. You can buy these windows in the non-broken format. You can buy these right here from the trader. It's very nice. Actually, while we're out here, might as well go ahead and loot it up, huh? I get mechanical parts from that thing. Huh. The zombie fell down in there and got himself killed somehow. I always check these. There's never anything in them. But I always check them. Just like the chemistry station and workbench, I always check them even though there's never anything in there. Beer? Ugh, come on. Come on. Honestly, I'm just gonna scrap that. That wasn't the good one, was it? Okay, no, this level 75 is still here. I guess I could have used it. It's only level 17, but I mean, with an iron pickaxe. Nice. I think that was it. Let's just run back over to this house real quick and drop all this stuff off. We got this. And that? Yep, okay. Do I always check the light on the mining helmet too? You do? Yeah, I always click it on and off. Gotta make sure it works. Oh jeez, why so? I want to keep that in case I need to make something else. Oh my goodness. Being a little bit laggy here and there. Okay. Keep that one bandage on me in case of emergencies. So far, I'd say things are going pretty well. I'm debating on whether or not I should find out where the closest trader is. I mean, it might... Oh, beer! It might direct me towards the closest town as well. I mean, there is a chance that there's a trader that's not associated with the town. I'd say it's pretty rare, but it does happen. Yeah, when I'm done looting this area, that's it. Like, there's no more loot. Well, not for 30 more days, which is like an infinite amount of time on these settings. But yeah, if I found out where the next trader, or where the trader is, I could at least kind of head that direction. No more for 30 days. Yeah, I went to the rule sets, and I think the last time I did this challenge, I had adjusted the settings a little bit. You know, increased loot spawn time, or decreased it so it happened more often, I guess. And I think I adjusted day length and a couple other things. But yeah, this time I just left it on the nightmare rule set. And so, no loot respawn for 30 days. Yeah, insane difficulty, always run. Feral zombies. Yeah, it's some serious biz. Hopefully the airdrop has some useful stuff. I know, right? I gotta go all the way back to the burnt forest, but it might be a good idea to go pick that up because it might have some med kits and some maybe some antibiotics. So maybe after we're done here at the passing gas, we make our way over there. And then come back and start looting this thing out. Did we get everything? No, we didn't, because we did not open this yet. Come on, wrench. I mean, we got cooking pots for days, man. I guess that's it. Okay. We got all these trash bags. Yep. Got my monies. Alright, cool. I believe this place is looted. Got a couple of emergency beers. Ooh, that fog though. Oh! I forgot my torch. Whoa! Where? There you are. Alright, sorry y'all. This fog is gonna make it a little bit hard for y'all to see. Making it a little bit hard for me to see. Everything just gets kind of gray and washed out. Oh, that went straight through him. I watched it. Right through his neck. Oh, come on, game. I did that little freeze glitch right before I fired. So I used to be prepared for that. You know, having to deal with that little hitch in the game so many times every day. You kind of get used to it. But now, not so much. My goodness. Oh, come on, game. Oops. That's why I need to get a PS5. I've heard this game runs reasonably well on a PS5. Ah! Give me the bone. Rotting flesh, animal fat, we're gonna take that. Rotting flesh, okay. Good. Okay. Still left my torch in there. We'll get it on the way over to the airdrop. Oh, there it is. I guess I could look and see how we're doing on food. Jim's dinner. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Jim. I tossed your dinner out. My bad. Who's breaking stuff? Wait, do we have zombies spawn inside? Oh, no, what are you doing? Ma'am? You rang? Yeah, unfortunately we tossed your dinner out. The rotting flesh. This is what John was saying. Oh boy. Oh my goodness, just... We're going clubbing. Yeah, I wanted to make a club emote also, but I couldn't find a good picture of one to work with. Oh, I should have thrown those pants on. I dropped them off though, didn't I? Ooh, he almost hit me. So I assume these folks must have been from a wandering horde. Oops. I had that. Oh boy. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad. Somebody help me. I used to have the timing down. We used to be good. Oh, come on. Like, just... Ouch. That was a lot of damage. Alright, buddy. We gotta watch that stamina, though. Oh my gosh, somebody help me. I can't hit this dude. Alright, that went right through his face. That wasn't even my fault. We are almost out of stamina here. Oh, that was bad. That was bad timing. Oh my gosh, somebody help me. I'm so bad. Alright, we gotta... As 7 days is on console, we gotta take our clothes off so that we don't freeze to death. Okay, my goodness. Ooh, pistol book. Now we'll be ready if we find that toilet pistol you ordered, John. Oh my goodness, okay. Well, I mean, he was kind of tough, like you said, but it was mostly that I just kept missing. I missed a lot of shots there. Let's go ahead and put these on. We'll keep the t-shirt with us for now. I'm gonna go ahead and make these and then make a new club, or I mean a new bow. We might as well make a new shiv. I know our shiv is in good shape, but it's pretty low level for now. So we can do that, and then make a bow, take our arrow off, scrap this bow. There we go. It was the wind, took your arrow off target. Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, because I'm not that bad, you know. It's not me. That's a terrible shot or anything. Definitely the wind. Okay, so we still have a little while on that. Let's check our food and water situation. We are starving. So let's go ahead and get caught up on that. Get some of those hit points back. Very nice. And then we are going to go grab that airdrop. Hey, 150. Very nice. Very, very nice. Oh yeah, and put an arrow on. Alright, cool. So we got some pants on. This is the first time this lady's had a chance to wear some pants. I'm sure she is ecstatic. Yay, airdrop adventure. I know, right? Just in time for the next one to drop also. It took us like an entire day to get this place looted out. And we haven't even started in there yet. But I think we're to the point where we can be a little less cautious. Like we don't have to, you know, crouch walk everywhere. Still probably going to get myself wrecked by not paying attention, watching my stamina. That cactus just scared me. But yeah, we can probably afford to be a little less cautious. Man, I hope I'm not the only one who sees a cactus off in the distance and thinks it's a zombie. I've had that happen to me so many times in this game. Alright. Go ahead and get some stamina back. I'll get a drink of water. Might as well pick him up. Now that I've got a place to start dropping loot, I'm gonna start scooping everything up. And Nightbot's a little too excited. I think I need to increase the timer on that. Alright. Chicken! You know, we don't have any food yet. Or like, not the ability to make our own food. Oh, he stopped! Oh, there's no way. Lucky chicken. My aim is terrible. Lurk! Hey! And so we got the lurk thing set up finally. GG! Well, thank you very much, John. I do appreciate you. Thanks for hopping in and hanging out. Happy New Year to you. Yeah, I do definitely appreciate the lurk. We love our lurkers. You take care, man. We'll see you soon. Well, that AK stock is nice. Hey, yeah. See, Jim, we got commands and stuff going. Isn't this great? I've been streaming for how many years, and I finally got some basic commands and stuff going. Oh my god. But yeah, 3 years, 3 months, 9 days, 3 hours on that follow. That's amazing. Thank you. Hey, 3 years, 1 month, 28 days, 2 hours. Both of y'all over that 3-year mark. That is fantastic. Thank y'all. Y'all probably been following almost as long as I've been streaming. Okay, we might as well go get the next airdrop, right? Almost. Yeah. So close. You're only making coffee, not leaving yet? Oh, okay. Well, cool. Well, still, Happy New Year. You can't make me take it back. Oh, man. Ugh. Oh, yeah, I forgot to remove my, my airdrop thing. Oh, wait, you're making coffee? Isn't it like 2:30 in the morning? Well, you did say you're a night owl. An all-night owl. Oh, of course there's a burning zombie just chilling by it. A lot of birds' nests out here. What I need is a good fire axe. Because chopping down all these doors in that ostrich hotel is going to take a long time with this little stone axe we got here. Of course it is his airdrop, not mine. Yeah, I'm sure that's what he thinks. As I like creep along to stealthily steal it from him. Oh, I forgot, light doesn't attract zombies, so I mean you can just like... There, I have the torchlight out. Oh, I thought that was... Actually, I don't know what I thought that was. There's nothing else that looks like that in the game, it's just a small stone. I thought it was a something. Deer! Man, we could really use some bacon and eggs and start getting this wellness up. Do we risk it? Oh, he ducked. What do you mean? How does that not hit? Game. That should have been right on. Although the arrow drop in this game is extremely severe. Alright, now it's over him. There we go. My goodness. Hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Oh my gosh. I mean, the schematics are nice, but man, I was really hoping for some medkits out of these. Usually I'm just like, oh my gosh, more medkits? We have so many medkits, blah 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 blah. And now I'm just like, oh please, please give me some medkits. Yeah, we gotta watch out, we got these feral zombies. Now we got meat on us. And I think I will go ahead and find out where the next trader is. Ooh, there's a lady over there. Maybe we can cut the difference. Cut the difference? Split the difference? I think is that phrase. Go between them. But yeah, so right now where my quests are sitting, since I haven't finished out the frame portion, like I could put down a campfire and not have it give me where the closest trader is, right? Which, like, you can also kind of manipulate that. As long as you don't go to the trader while you move around the map, it'll just keep highlighting the closest trader to you, right? So you could actually find, like, all of the traders on your map by just driving around or whatever. But yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and do the frame thing and then put down my campfire, and then that'll give me direction as to where to go next. Well, that's cool looking. Got a little snow biome island. Someone sees me. Nope. Nope. Yep. 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 They're on to me. Ha 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 ha. That's what you get. Breaking your legs off. Have you found the mini bike schematic by chance? I have not, no. I need to find a mining helmet is what I need. Hold up. Pummel Pete. Yeah, buddy. 11.3% extra damage. Oh, that was a whiff. I hate when it ends at 0. I mean, I understand there's probably like 0.3 or 0.7 durability left, and that's why it's on 0, but it's just frustrating to see that 0 and not have it break. Just because I understand it doesn't mean I have to like it. Oh, there it is. We've already got meat on us. We might as well, right? Pork chops? Pork chop sandwiches! Uh-oh. Dare. Ooh, it's a big guy. I think I'm just gonna use... Well, I mean, he is slow. So let's try to avoid using one of our barbed wire. Man, I arrowed right through his face. So many arrows going through faces out here. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. That went right through his face. It went right through his face. That one missed, because my aim is bad, but still. Oof. I'm gonna blow that car up. I'm not careful. Some of these shots, man, I don't know. There we go. It's a very windy day there. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm just knocking my arrows off course left and right here. Oh wow, I killed him with a chest shot. Okay. Did we finish scooping up that pig? Looks like it. Alright. Now I'm kind of anxious to get back. Oh, there's a deer though. Oh, that went over him. Got him. I have a damaged wrist, to be fair, too. Yeah, the funny thing was I was actually just kind of stretching that out because it was sore. It's honestly kind of been a bad habit of mine. If I'm like in stressful situations, I just kind of like lock up. You know, like my whole body just kind of like stays in one place for extended periods of time. either stressful or if I'm really concentrated on something. Like if I'm digging or building or something, I just won't move. And so then my joints will get kind of sore. I'm just being in the same exact position for so long. So this game is bad for me. I gotta remember to move every once in a while. Ooh, this little cemetery. I just want these feathers though. I don't think I've ever found any good loot in a cemetery. I even went through and like dug up most of the graves one time just to see what was in there, and I don't recall getting anything good out of it. Trade you. Floating rock. Gotta get rid of that. Oh, I hear somebody. He's really close. There we go. Well, that's not too bad. Got a couple of airdrops. Just kind of moving along here. Nice. Goes athletics up. So I think we got to get to 20 before we can put the next point into... Oh, no. It's 10. Okay, cool. So after we level up again, we can put another point into Sexual Tyrannosaurus right away. Pretty sure we've looted all these. Anything good in the airdrop? Not really. Like we got some schematics, and then we got an AK barrel and an AK stock and a sniper rifle receiver. Which I mean, kind of cool, but you know, knowing how to make iron armor not really helpful right now. Knowing how to make a rocket launcher also not very helpful right now. But yeah, no antibiotics, no med kits. I also did not get, like, you know, the mini bike schematic would have been helpful. The hunting knife schematic, you know, spiked club. Oh my gosh. I make myself a forge real quick and then get going. Speaking of, I wonder how much iron we have. The one thing we don't have, though, is leather. Well... we have 18 leather right there. Which means we have... well, we have 20 animal hide. So I might honestly be able to make a bellows. Oops, I need that back. Need a book telling you where all the toilet pistols are? I know, right? That would be amazing. Wait, let's go here. Bellows! Yep. So we could actually make a forge. Need the bellows. We would just need some clay. We only have 132 iron though. Which, I mean, is not too bad, but still, that's not a ton. Christine! You die by the dogs already? Happy New Year to you as well. Saw on stream the other night, also looking. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. But check this out, Christine. I made this. I had you in mind. There you go. And it's a follower emote. So we got the dogs. Um, but yeah, Happy New Year to you. You're welcome. Oh man. Oh no, the game froze. Uh oh. No, 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 no. No. You started a game one time with cheat mode activated, man. It's way too easy. Oh man, yeah. I've never done with the cheat mode. It seems like it'd be kind of interesting though. Sorry, I kind of popped it in and out real quick. The game froze. I believe I'm stuck, yeah. What do you mean? I don't know that I've ever had it like freeze on just you'll be back. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had it freeze just with the like a chest being open, like, and I wasn't doing anything. Skynet has hacked my CPU. Um, Man, that is unfortunate. Because like since I'm streaming straight from the console. Oops, I gotta stop doing that. I keep blue screening y'all. Sorry about that. But yeah, since I'm streaming straight from the console, like if I close the game, it ends the stream. But I mean, as it is, I can't continue. Gotta restart. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna give it a second to think about that, and I'm gonna go open a window because it is pretty hot in here. So y'all get to come with me while I open my window. Good times. It's like 25 degrees outside and I'm sweating to death inside. Okay. So it looks like that is going to have to be the thing that I will have to restart. So what I'm going to do is pop out of the game, load back in, and then start the stream right back up. So unfortunately when I quit out of the game, it is going to end the stream. Oh, you were freezing the other day as well? Man. Yeah, I need to get that PS5. I just don't have $500 to get a PS5. Oh, jeez. But yeah, if y'all give me however long it takes to close out the game, restart it, and get the stream back up, like less than a minute, I will be right back. So my apologies to y'all, but yeah, as you see, we cannot play right now. Savage. All right, give me one sec.